Hello everybody, been so long since I posted on this channel, but today you join me for some Forza Motorsport 7 action. We're in S-Class at Rio. You know this is just going to be carnage, and right away we have to dodge that Ferrari FF in front of us. So did that Ferrari F50, he had to dodge his companion as well, so we try to slow it down before turn 1, not get wrecked. We get into the back of the F50 a little bit, but what do you expect out of Rio turn 1? Right now we're already up to 5th from nearly last. Everybody goes wide on the first corner, forgetting what track layout it is. I instantly get up to the front. Let's see if we can maintain it. We have this Porsche Cayman right next to us. We don't want to hit him. We slow it down before the last corner of the lap, and boom, we are just getting wrecked by an F50 all of a sudden. Tokyo drift right there. We're side by side drifting. Now, I do want to clarify something. I know that I'm using the braking line and driving in third person. I know it's not everybody's favorite. I am capable of driving without the right racing line, but I do like to use it for the sake of depth perception. We're only here for entertainment anyway, so we're just going to drive around and have a good time with it. Oh, where did this guy come from? Okay, we have an F50 now. I know these dominate in this class. I don't race here too often, but both of them overcook it before that corner. I'm just going to take that over under. Why not? Thank you, guys. Now, it's just going to be a constant race for a little while to see if I can maintain this lead. We slow it down again. A little bit of bump action, but what do you expect? We're doing just fine. Recovering, no problem through there, and we just slow it down. We hit that braking point really nice and early before everybody else and get that solid run out of there with this rear engine GT3. Man, these things just grip up on that acceleration. Again, going deep on the brakes this time, getting it still slowed down neatly and holding that inside line. F50 behind us, he's coming in strong, but we're holding him back. We skip forward a little bit now just to see a little bit of wreckage coming up from another Porsche. I get scared from that yellow dot. Turns out it was just the lapper and he was ghosted out. Ferrari still behind us. We are cruising at lap 5 now, halfway through this race. Still in the lead, doing rather well, I would say. So why don't we skip forward a little bit further to lap 7 here. We are cruising pretty well, about to come up on a couple more lappers. This F50 and I are just flying on this race. I think Cayman's back there as well still, going into that final corner. I'm getting really good under brakes with this car. It's not often I drive it, but the Porsche GT3 is typically my preferred ride around here. You'll see some endurance racing. I love the Porsches. They grip up really well, but we will change it up. You don't worry about that. A little bit of rear and bumping from the F50. He's knocking at my door. It's been a while since he's made really any contact with me, but with 2 laps left, he's definitely getting antsy, getting into the back of me again there. I need to start just going at it. I need to find those last couple tenths because, man, I think he's been faster than me around this whole thing. We have to do some clever racing here. He's trying to take an outside line, but that's not going to do it this time around. Going into the 9th lap, only 2 laps to go. We're going to run it straight all the way down to the finish here with this clip. Coming around. Ooh, I overcook it just a little bit, lock up that rear, come out of that corner, not doing so hot. That F50, he's claiming that position. Oh, maybe we can get an over-under in here. He has the inside line for this sweeping left. I'm going to have to give that to him. I just have to concede right there, and I'll just keep it clean for the sake of him. He's been doing pretty respectful driving for me as well. A little bit into the back, but he was doing the same. We're all equal there. Going into this final lap, man, I've been leading this entire race. I don't want to give that up, but sometimes you have to give it to the faster man. Just trying to keep our tight, clean lines all the way around, hopping over that curb, maintaining stability in the car. And oh, he was running a little wide again. He did that last lap, but maybe this time around we can hold it out. I'm going to go for that outside move and just pinch him down so that he has to slow it down. And oh, what a squeeze from the Porsche. Coming around right through there. We barely made contact through there. He tried to squeeze me out, but he left me the room. We're going to take that W through that wreckage. We were in last at one point, I believe, if not very close. That was a good start. Yeah, he was definitely faster than me. So next we will be going to Prague. This one is very consistently a wreckage race with just absolute carnage, but we'll give it a shot. Starting in 17th place, a little bit further back on the grid, just as last time. Let's just kind of get moving along, and oh, instantly just everyone on the bridge just wiping out. That's pretty incredible, guys. I'm not really sure how you did that, but we will cruise around here at turn 1 and 2 following the touring car. Let's just kind of do our best, and bam, I thought he was going to pinch me down, but that was just my mistake all the way through. Let's keep on cruising, and man, through the tunnel again, people just wrecking themselves. It's honestly kind of puzzling how badly driven some of these cars can be. Going in on that Mercedes there was kind of my fault, we'll be honest, but we're still down in like the 15th position. People back here crash off of walls somehow. So we're following the touring car into the sketchiest section of the track, very high speed chicane right here. You want to consider that, and then one that you can cut like crazy. I follow him right into the wall. Man, I could have sworn he and I were perfectly in line. He got clear of it, but man, I just took that bite. Maybe I'm one of the bad drivers, I'm not sure. Somehow that Mercedes drives himself straight into that tire wall. Not entirely sure. Too much gas, too little brake. But that will finish our first lap. We're in 13th position, which is pretty atrocious, let's be honest. Going into turn 1, braking late, trying to bring it around, trying to catch up to my fellow friends up there. The touring car was doing pretty well earlier. Maybe we'll see more of him in a minute. Going into, I don't know what turn this is, maybe 4 at this point. Just nicking the curb a little bit too shallow on that curb, to be honest. But we still get around rather quickly, I would say. On this second lap, we're now on the bridge, going into that fast section again, following a couple guys. We're 9.6 seconds faster than our last lap. That's pretty atrocious and phenomenal. We catch up to that F50, kind of throwing it in, deciding not to stick our nose in, and he runs wide. Ooh, whoever that was, just spinning it around off the firewall. And we are back up to that touring car. Pretty impressive that we caught up to him and he didn't run away from us. I always feel that if I am in 10th, I'm going to move forward. I kind of assume the same out of other people, but hey, respect where it's due. Everybody drives at their own pace. I'll just kind of scoot around him at that point too. 13.8 seconds faster that lap because of all the carnage in that first one. That's just insane to me. So we will continue here and fast forward a little bit to lap number 3 again, going through the fastest section. That guy just throws himself in the wall. I kind of get a little hicked up before that little chicane, but we plant it nicely. And wow, after bouncing off the wall, he catches right back up. Let's see if we can get an over-under in right here. A little bump draft right there. That's not me pushing him. That's just a bump draft. That's all good in all racing, obviously. Formula 1, NASCAR, everything. There's no damage. So we're good to go. Going into lap 4, and ooh, look at that consistency, guys. 0.000 split time on that lap. Look it up. Just consistency. It's in the dictionary. Beautiful over here. Even getting consistent on that little drift out of turn 2. Again, skipping forward a little bit, we are moving a little bit quicker than we were in the beginning of the race. I get some Tokyo drift in there on my own. Just have to save it for this chicane. Sometimes the best thing is to slow it down as much as you can. That guy bounces off the wall. I'm just going to keep looking forward. This Camaro right here is just kind of doing his thing, I guess. Going a little wide, just driving a little slow, not really sure what's going on with him, but he is American and he has this big old motor. So he's going to move up and bam! Just, I don't even know what happened there. I didn't touch him. He just somehow drove into me and then the wall. I don't know if he was trying to wreck me, but whatever. Let's keep moving forward into that fast chicane again. This is the last lap just to tie a bow on it for you guys. A few more guys wreck. That's all fine. I guess that moves me up to 6th. And here we are into that last corner. Everything is clean as a whistle. Things are finally feeling good. I guess you can only get a clean race in S-Class when you're on your own. Moving pretty decently here. Across the line, we run a 57.7. Turns out, even though I was in 6th place, that ran us as the 2nd fastest time overall, which will naturally put us on a near pole position, I think. Oh, pole! Oh, shoot. We are already racing. That lag spike on that intro throws us down to 3rd, 4th, 5th, I'm not sure where I am, place. And this time we are back at Rio. Gosh, I can't believe I'm doing this. And we are taking an F50. I saw that last guy was pretty quick. I thought, oh. Okay. I thought it would be good luck. I thought it'd be fast. I'm not sure what's going on. We're down to 17th place here, 18th place. I thought this car would be fast. Turns out I had a tune from somebody else on it. I don't typically like doing that in general, but I didn't have an F50 tune for myself. This car is a little bit unwieldy. I usually go for a slightly softer suspension setup, and man, it looks like it's just all rear brakes. That's a little discomforting. Oh, tried to do an over-under on the nice cold beer right there, but kind of get nailed by that BBLM Ferrari right there. Let's just see if we can recover anything. This car is pretty tricky through this high-speed corner, but that's going to kind of do it for turn one. Try to go on the outside of the Audi, nick the wall because I don't know how to drive. And I get just kind of tapped into the wall by that Ferrari up ahead a little bit. But nonetheless, we'll continue down this straightaway. For some reason, everybody brakes early, so I'm going to tap that wall as a pro gamer move to slow it down. Absolutely not an accident. Meanwhile, keep an eye on this Aston and Ferrari up here. Straight into the wall, and under the Aston I go. Let's see that again in slow motion. He just gets enough air off that curb and tire wall, then I get rear-ended and just pushed right through. Up to 9th place we go. So let's just continue here. We're on lap 2. We were at, I don't know, last place earlier. Not dang near it. We just try to get through these last couple corners. Maybe we can get around this Viper. Nope, he has a lot of motor. Oh, he nicks the wall. There's just so many mistakes this far back in the field. Kind of amazing to me. Let's just try to hold this outside. This car is unstable. I think it was tuned for Le Mans, if I'm honest. Definitely not tuned for something like this. I try to take that inside. I nudge him a little bit, using him as a gateway to get me around that corner because this thing is just understeer. And up to 6th place we are, going late on those brakes, getting tapped and rear-ended by that Ferrari, that old classic 60s machine. And hey, we are back near that Porsche I think we saw in that first race when I was in the other Porsche and we were fighting for the lead. Let's just try to get around him. Maybe I'm wrong about that Porsche being correct, but I use the wall and that Ferrari helps me out, throwing me to the inside of the long double apex right-hander. The Ferrari will try to take that inside, but hey, I'm going to try to hold the outside around this Cayman. I have plenty more motor than he does to supply me with a nice little pass up to 5th place. That's going to end lap 3. We're about halfway through now, and man, the rear brakes on this car, they just lock up. This Cayman walks away from me. I just have nothing I can do about that, so I'm just going to try to keep it neat and tidy as best I can, and I do not do any of that. That Ferrari gets in the back of me. That's fine. I don't even understand what's going on with my braking line there. Down to 7th. We were trying to see if we can get past both of these guys without getting overtaken by that Viper. Going deep into this little chicane before the double apex, and I think about doing an over-under, but I get stuck out on the outside. Ferrari knocks himself into the wall. Convenient for us. And now up to lap 5. Still trailing that Cayman. He definitely has me in all of the corners. Oh man, what a lad, just rear-ending me there. No, literally, what a lad. Look at his gamer tag, what a lad. So, I'm just going to try to continue and get away from that Viper. I'm tired of just all the carnage. The next race for us will have a nice, subtle racing style. It's going to be nice. I overcooked this corner again because that's what I do apparently. But like I said, that next race is going to showcase why cheaters never win. It's a nice little one that I have prepped for us. Stick around till the end of the video. We're just going to sit here and keep trying to catch up to this Cayman. Not too much going on, but just nailing those curbs, nailing that wall, and trying to continue our best. I thought I'd bring us up to lap 7 here. Just 2 to go, well, 1 1/4, I suppose, since it's just a straightaway and 1 more lap. Again, trying to get around that Cayman, kind of holding the outside, but he has the grip for days. Aero grip, tire grip, mechanical grip, everything. Going to throw it into turn 1. He kind of rear ends me. I kind of cut him off. That's more my fault, I suppose. And with that being our fastest lap yet, I thought I'd just cut it to the last corner here. We're trying to approach that Porsche. I definitely have the motor. Need to figure out how to set this up. He's leaving some opening in the inside. I try to take that. Freaking out too late. Still going to try to push that inside. I can get around him right here before the finish. He just knocks me out instead. We finish in 4th position. That's fine in a car I don't know how to drive. So let's move on to that last race of this video. So we are in that Mercedes CLK GTR in our channel color, that baby blue. Getting going at Hockenheim Ring. I'm told it might rain in this race. We go into turn 1, and this Porsche to our left has that launch. Like I said, they just have that rear engine and grip right up. I hold that inside, nick that curb nicely. The whole field behind us is just all over the place. People trying to cut that corner, cut the outside, go around. Who knows what they're doing. I brake a little late into turn 2, hoping not to get smashed from behind. At this point, we're just going to be running away from this pack. People are probably going to be faster than me, I'm not sure. Maybe they won't. Looks like I have a decent lead. Another F50 behind us. Those seem to be the crowd favorite in these S-Class races. My big secret, though, is I'm good under brakes. I love the brakes of these cars. I always set it a little bit towards the rear to get that early rotation and better braking zone. Everybody just goes into a big conglomerate of a mess into that hairpin. I get away cleanly. Again, I'm just going to have to keep running away, trying to maintain full throttle, not quite around that little bend. And I braked a little early. I didn't realize how good the brakes on this car is. I'm just going to have to kind of keep cruising through, and I will be maintaining the idea that cutting the track is bad. I am not particularly a fan of cutting that exit or that first corner exit. Not really my jam. I'm just going to hug this curb as it's meant to be and try to keep a clean race for everyone around me. Hopefully they can do the same. Overcook it a little bit into this carousel-like corner. But otherwise, we can see some fog starting to roll in. Maybe it will rain. I'm not entirely sure. The skies are still blue, but there is quite a bit of fog. I overcooked it through there. Have to take the drag racing line through there, through the drag strip. Getting tapped by a Ferrari F50 already. I think that cutting the corner might be doing them some favors. I'm going to kind of keep cruising through. I'm going to keep it clean. Look behind me to see what they're doing. And both of the Ferraris behind me, they're just hounding me. Take that outside track shortage kind of strategy, 3 abreast into turn 2, the hairpin there. Both of them seem to be getting around me pretty well. I'm going to try to hold the inside on that Ferrari F50, but that BBLM car just seems to be gone already. Can't believe he got away so fast with really no struggles at all. Sir Nicky Charles and I raced really well earlier in Rio. We're going to try it down into this hairpin. He's going to cut me out a little wide. I have to use the curb to maintain my braking zone. Try to go for a little over-under on him, but him and the BBLM ahead kind of exceed the track limits on the outside of that exit of that corner. I'm just going to have to keep doing my best. You know what? I'm not entirely sure. How am I going to keep up with these guys? We'll have to see. I'm just going to keep driving as hard as I can through here, see if they really grab a substantial lead. I'm going to maintain cruising through here, and I could just see both of them are going all the way wide, hardly even braking for that slight right. So I start thinking to myself as I skip to about lap 3, screw it. If they're going to cut the track, I might as well too. I need to try to keep up with them. I am here for the win. That's why we race. But we also see that they are starting to battle quite heavy. All I need to do is try to keep up with their tails. They're too wide through most corners at this point, from what I can tell. Lap 3 is kind of an early point to be battling if they want to get away. They might end up sacrificing some risk or sacrificing some stability for this battle. It's just going to add risk as they go into the hairpin. It looks like too wide. Maybe the BBLM has an advantage. I'm going to brake late as I can to try to catch up to them and maintain some decent distance to the lead. They're still getting away, but again, take a look at this. I love just being the cameraman behind them sometimes. They are running too wide through just about all these corners. Ferrari BBLM trying to go for that over-under in a very strange spot, I must say. But hey, we know that they're going to cut this corner up here again, so why don't I? Let's just do it. Who cares? I need to try to keep up like I've been saying. Oh, there's a tire wall right there. Need to avoid that. But around this corner, hugging that curb as you're supposed to, watching their battle, their dogfight, just kind of going nuts. They're really having a good time. I wish I could be a part of it. Maybe next time I should bring a Ferrari. Maybe next time I should start cheating sooner. Not really my style, so let's just kind of keep our distance, but try to keep within reach. I don't want to get involved in anything that might happen with them. I just want to go around any mistakes they might make. Going into the final lap now, you guys might be wondering why I'm in a CLK GTR in this race, the S-Class race. Well, if you put on some heavier wheels, then you might get in too, and then tuning it will help you through the rest. Going into turn 2 on the final lap, the Ferrari BBLM doesn't seem to be having any of it. He's going for every absolute attack that he can into this third corner. Oh, they bump, they collide, they make contact. This might be my chance. I'm just going to go around both of these Ferraris and run away like a screaming chicken here. No, I'm not in a Pontiac Trans Am, but that's what we're going with. Down to the hairpin, just absolutely throttling it 160, 165 into the braking zone, braking late, but also trying not to risk anything or make any big mistakes. We're just going to have to come around and do our best here. Again, they just can't seem to keep it together. Their cheating is not doing so hot for them. They run a little bit too wide. And as I skip forward, it just goes to show that pushing your limits might not work out for you. You guys got to keep it mature in these races. But of course, this is S-Class, one of the most immature classes in Forza. It's what gives Forza such a bad rep. I mean, who am I to say? It's not really the most amazing racing game, but we take away that win to finalize our little series of this video. Now, naturally, I really hope you guys enjoyed this one. There's going to be more coming, kind of bring a revamping to the channel. So like, comment, anything is feedback for me, and I would be excited to see it. So we will see you the next time around.